So I run a math tuition center here in Singapore called A1 Math Academy, where we teach secondary and JC students math, EMath, and EMath. And we basically recently conducted a full mid-year paper for all of our Sec 4 EMath students at my tuition center. And this video is a debrief of that paper where I went through questions in depth, show you my thought process behind each question and the step-by-step method to actually achieving the answers. And I thought of filming the debrief and posting on this YouTube channel for everyone who's my subscriber to see and follow along so that you can actually practice this paper by yourself at home. So if you want to download this paper, it's in the link in the description. Just click on the link and follow the instructions to download the paper. Otherwise, please watch this debrief and actually attempt the paper first before you follow through with the entire debrief so that you can get the maximum learning out of this video. And I hope that this debrief really benefits you because, practicing is king. And if you'd like to get more information about my tuition classes after this video, feel free to WhatsApp the number above the screen over here and I'll be in contact with you shortly on WhatsApp. If not, I hope you enjoyed the debrief. Let's get to it. Okay, let's go through this together. Question 1. Please tell me you can do this. Okay, the first one. This one. You can lah, right? Just expand, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you expand the 3 inside. And then you end up with, what do you end up with? You get 2x minus 7 is 3 minus 9x, right? When you times in. And then after that, what do you do from here? You bring all the x to the left side. You bring all the numbers to the right, right? So you end up with 2x minus 9x, plus 9x is 3 plus 7. So 11x is 10. Therefore, x is 10 over 11. Right, so that's the answer. That's for 1a. Okay, 1a was still okay. Yes. Come, 1b. This one is like the question we did last week, right? The inequality one. Two inequalities, then how to solve? You solve separately, then you combine the answer, right? So if you solve the first one, what do you get? So let's say the first one, you have 7x minus 1 is lesser than 13. So you get 7x is lesser than 14, right? Because you bring the 1 to the other side, right? Then you end up with x is lesser than 14 over 7, which is x is lesser than 2. Right, so this is the first one. Then for the second one, it's a little bit more complicated. You have x plus 1 over 2 bigger than or equals to minus 2, x minus 2. Okay, so what will you do in this case? Like what will be your first step? Okay, you expand first, right? Okay, fair enough. So you expand it inside. So you get minus 2x plus 4. Make sure you flip this sign. And then you have x plus 1 over 2 bigger than or equals. Then what do you do next from here? Okay, do you realize that over here is divide by 2? So how do you get rid of this divide by 2? Correct, so both sides times 2, right? Yeah, to get rid of this divide by 2 ma. So from here to here you times 2, then from here to here you times 2. So for the left side you end up with x plus 1 is bigger than or equals to minus 4x plus 8. Right, you just times 2 to both sides. When you times 2 to this side, the fraction disappears, and then this side everything just times 2. Agree, yeah? Then from here, how to solve? How to solve from here? Bring this here, then bring the 1 to the other side, right? Okay, great. So you end up with x plus 4x is bigger than or equals to 8 minus 1, right? So your final answer is 5x is bigger than or equals to 7. Actually, this is not the final answer because you still need to divide the 5 to the other side. So you end up with x is bigger than or equals to 7 over 5. Which you can change to mixed fraction. Mixed fraction, this one will be 1, 2 over 5. If you change it to mixed fraction. So you got these two inequalities, right? And over here. How to combine these two? So we draw a number line, right? To visualize. This one is what? Lesser than 2, right? So we draw 2 here. Lesser, right? So you to the left. Then this one is bigger than or equals to 1, 2 over 5. So you end up with 1, 2 over 5 here. Then you shade, right? Then this direction. So overall, you end up with this overlap. This is the overlap that we get from the two inequalities. So therefore, your final answer would be x is bigger than or equals to 1, 2 over 5 and lesser than 2. So that is the final answer over here. So this one, I think some got stuck here, right? This divide by 2. But you can just times to both sides to get rid of the fraction. Yeah. Okay, any question for this one? Should be okay, right, after this explanation. Okay, next, subject of formula. So this one is, we want to make x the subject, x. So how to make x the subject for here? We have y equals to x squared plus 5 over 7x squared. What would be your first step for this? To make x the subject. Make x the subject means your final answer is x equals to something. Like this is your final answer. You times this to the other side, right?
Yeah.
So you multiply this whole thing to the other side. So what will you get? You get 7x squared y, right? When you multiply to this side. Equals to x squared plus 5. Right, when we multiply the denominator to the other side. Okay, then next, what will you do? If you want to make x a subject, right, means we want to bring all the x terms to the left side. Okay, ideally lah. So how will you bring all the x terms to the other side? You just need to bring this x squared to the other side, right? How will you bring it? Minus, right? Okay, right. So you have 7x squared y minus x squared equals to 5. Then now I got two terms over here, right? How do I take out the x squared?
Square downside.
Oh no, how do I like isolate this x squared? Because you see this x squared over here, right? It's still mixed with all these one.
Take the y out.
Sorry?
Take the y.
But this one don't have y. So how do I remove this x squared from both of them? The word, correct. So you factorize. Factorize. That's the idea behind this. You want to take out the x squared, man. So you factorize out the x squared. Then you bracket, right? Now what will happen to this term here? 7y minus 1, right? Because you take out x squared from x squared, man. Equals to 5. Okay, two more steps. Then we only want x squared, right? So how to get rid of this? Bring it to the other side, right? But when I bring it to the other side, divide. Correct. Because here it's time, so I bring over divide. So I end up with x squared equals to 5 over 7y minus 1. Okay, almost there already. But I just need to deal with the square. So how to remove the square? You square root, right? But then in front of the square root, what must we put? Plus minus. Correct. So x equals to plus minus square root 5 over 7y minus 1. Finish. Yeah, so this is the final answer. Yeah. So actually, y'all can do one. Can do one. So you go through this thought process, right? Later the paper I give you, right, it's like testing all this. That for homework. Yeah. You want? No, it's not hamburger, it's bread.
It looks like it.
Any question for this one?
No.
Good. Hey, last one. I mean for question 1. Solve. How to solve this? Huh? Wait. Okay, wait, so we have 2x over 1 minus x minus 3 equals to 1 over 2x minus 3. Okay, there's a lot of ways to do this, but what would be the way you all prefer? Is it to make all the denominator the same first? Yes?
Yeah.
Make all the denominator the same, right? So what's the denominator of 3 to begin with? 1. So I can write this as 3 over 1, right? So that means to make all of them the same denominator, to the first one over here, right, this first term, I need to multiply by 2x minus 3, right, to the first term here. So I multiply by 2x minus 3 to the first one. So here I have 2x, right? So at the bottom now I will have 1 minus x and 2x minus 3. Right, I add in these two. I add in this one and then I add in this one. Then to the 3, what do I need to add in? I need to add in this one and this one, right? Both, right? So I have minus 3, 1 minus x, 2x minus 3 over 1 minus x, 2x minus 3. So I just add in the two brackets over here. Okay, I need to make this a bit skinny. Then for the last one, what do I need to add in? I just need to add in 1 minus x, right? Yeah, correct. So that means the last one, I just need to add in, okay, maybe it's a bit smaller. Last one, I just need to add in 1 minus x, so 1 minus x over 1 minus x, 2x minus 3. Okay, so now all of them have the same denominator, right? Can I ignore all the denominator already? Can, right? So the idea is like that. If everything is divided by the same number, right? So this one divided by the same number, this one divided by the same number, this one divided by the same number, right? It's as good as we can ignore all of them already. As long as but everything must be divided by the same number. So the next line, right, we can ignore all the denominators already. So we have 2x minus 3 times 2x minus 3 times 1 minus x times 2x minus 3 equals to 1 minus x. So you ignore everything at the bottom. Then from here, it's just expand the whatever brackets you have, right? So if you expand the first bracket, you should get 4x squared minus 6x. If you expand the first one. This one and then this one. So for the second one, it's a bit more challenging. You got 3. So what would be the order you prefer? What order do you prefer to expand? Is it?
Do the bracket one first.
Do the bracket one first?
Yeah.
Okay, also can. But whatever method you prefer. So if you want to do the bracket first, then you have 1 times 2x, so it's 2x. 1 times minus 3, so it's minus 3. Then you have minus x times 2x, so you have minus 2x squared. Minus x times minus 3, so you have plus 3x. If you do the bracket first, you ignore the minus 3 outside. Equals to 1 minus x. Okay, now this is where you need to be careful of this minus 3. When you times this minus 3 inside, right, what happens to all the signs in front of the terms? Like this one, when you times this inside, right, all the signs will flip. Because you're taking minus 3 times 2x. So in the end you get minus negative 6x. So you have 4x squared minus 6x. Correct. So you get minus 6x plus 9 plus 6x squared minus 9x. Right? Everything the sign will flip. Flip. Are you understanding? Yeah. Yes? Serious? I mean, if you're not sure of your state, you can let me know also. Equals to 1 minus x. I mean, your working can do a bit different from mine, it's also fine. But the final answer say can be. Then now we need to what? Combine the like terms, right? Okay, combine. So 4x squared plus 6x squared, we get 10x squared. Then we have minus 6x minus 6x minus 9x. So it's what? Minus 6 minus 6 minus 9. So you get minus 21. Minus 21x. Then you have plus 9, over here also plus 9. Equals to 1 minus x. But then still not done, right? Because remember the question is asking us to solve. So solve means we need to find the value of x, right? So how do we get, what must we do to this? We must bring this to the other side also, right? We must bring this 1 to the other side and must bring this x to the other side also. So we end up with 10x squared minus 20x
Minus 8.
plus 8 equals 0. Yeah. Then how to solve? This one. How to solve a quadratic formula. Okay, how do we know?
5 to 2 method.
Yes, 5 to 2 method. Correct. How do we know it's 5 to 2? Because the question, right, you see, the question says, give your solutions in 2 dB. Right, 2 decimal place. So you see this one, right? You don't waste your time to draw the table already. Because it's confirmed a decimal. So you just press 522 in your calculator. Okay. So your final answer, what do you get when you punch your calculator? X equals to what? X equals to what? Like when you 522 this. So what's the value that you get? Jeff, tell me press. You 522 this. What's the final value? 1.447. Then the other one is what? So the 2 dB is 1.45 or 0.55. 2 dB. Yeah, finish. You get this?
No, my working is
Oh, okay.
accepting the
You put. Is it the sign never change? Okay. Must be careful of this. Okay, then that's it for question 1 already. Anything you want to clarify? No. No, Okay. Huh? Yeah, okay lah. Then I hope during the exam, right, my voice in your head, okay, when you're doing the paper.
Paper is the better AI class.
Better, yeah. But got light, very easy to see the
Then you
cheating.
can tell me the answer.
Matrix, can or not?
I forgot it lah. Sort of.
Okay, wait. So we look at this matrix. The first one is 5 equals to W equals 5S, right?
And W is
So you just times 5 to
everything.
everything, right? Okay, so for part A, it's still quite simple, right? W is 5 of 25, 21, 32, 19, 40, 32.
So you pass me a
No. Yeah, don't have calculator.
Huh? That's diabolical leh.
That's the diabolical. Yeah. Wait. I really don't have.
How you always have extra calculator?
Yeah, today, just nice, I don't know where. But never mind lah, we quick math lah. We quick math this one. 5 times 25 is what? 125 lah. Yeah, 125. Then 5 times 21 is 105. 5 times 32 is 140. Then 5 times 19 is what? 5 times 20 is what? 100, right? Sorry?
95.
Yeah, 95. Then 5 times 40 is
Is that a 5 or an S? 200.
200. 5. Then 5 times 32 is 140. Okay, finish. Yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah. This one, right?
Oh, 160.
Cannot quick math.
What happened to you today?
Cannot quick math.
I think you're overestimating
Jialat.
yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
Is it the comments on TikTok I'm making up too much?
Yeah, getting to my head.
Getting lazy.
Yeah, getting to my head already. Okay, the next one. We got $40, $25, $30. And then we must represent in column matrix C. So column matrix means what? Like that, huh? So you see column, right? You don't go and write this way. It's not sideways. It's vertically down-sided. Okay, so how to write? We just write 40, 25, 30. That means C equals to 40, 25, 30. Finish. Then that is part B already. Settle. But the trick is the column matrix. A lot of people write as a row matrix. Okay, then now C is matrix multiplication. So this one, sure test one. In matrix come out, right? It's confirmed, like sure test one. How to matrix multiplication? T equals to 125, 160, 200, 105, 95, 160. Multiply by 40, 25, 30. How?
So easy.
Yeah, how? What's the trick? This is how, what order is this? Row times column, right? 2 by 3, right? This is a 3 by 1. So my final matrix is?
2 by 1.
Right, so I expect 2 by 1, right? So 2 by 1, right? So I expect something here, I expect something here. Right? This one and this one. Yes? Okay, then inside your final matrix, what is this position? This is row what, column what?
What?
Row 1, column?
2.
No. There's only one column. Row 1, column 1. This is row 1, column 1. Then this at the bottom is row 2, column 1. Row 2, column 1. Yes? Okay, so your first matrix, right? Does it contribute the rows or the columns? The first matrix. These two come from where? The first matrix, right? So means the first matrix contribute the row or the column? Correct, the row. Because the first matrix, these two comes here, right? So this one represents the 2 rows in the first matrix, right? So that means the first matrix contribute the row. So this is row 1, this is row 2. So you can label this as row 1, row 2 first. Then that means your second matrix contribute the column. So this is C1 over here, column 1. So if I want to find row 1, column 1, right, how? I take row 1, column 1, right? So row 1, column 1 is basically, how do I combine these two? I take 125 times 40 plus 160 times 25 plus 200 times 30, right?
Yeah.
Because like you corresponding elements. Then same thing for the bottom, right? Row 2, column 1 over here. So it's 105 times 40 plus 95 times 25 plus 160 times 30. What's the value? The first one is 1500. Then the bottom is 15000. Okay, then the bottom is 11375. So it's 11375. Okay, copy this. Correct. Okay, correct. So now you know how to do matrix multiplication already?
Yeah.
Yes, huh? Yes. Okay, how to answer D? Explain what the elements in T represent. That means what does these numbers represent? Okay, but in your own words, what does it mean to, like, in this context?
The price of the lesson.
No, you see, we take W times C, right? What does W represent? W is 5S, right? Then S is the number of students who attend the different classes in a day.
There's 5 classes.
So it's 5 days, right? Like 5 days. So W is the number of students who attended the different classes in 5 days. So when I take that number of students in 5 days, multiply by the cost per session. So overall I get what? Total revenue, right? So this 1500 is the total revenue for what? It's for the total revenue of the first row over here, right? And the first row is for who? Beginners. Yeah, correct. So your part D, right, you just need to say it represents, I just write here. Okay. It represents the total revenue for total revenue collected in 5 days for beginner and advanced classes each. Finish. Something along that line. Okay, surface area. Okay, good time to recap. How do we calculate the surface area? Okay, this one, someone asked me last week. What is the meaning of cross section? Yeah, correct. When you cut in half, right? You know what's cross section, right?
Salary.
Yeah, salary. Yeah, no, it's basically like you cut in half, then the face after you cut in half.
I know which way they cut it.
No, so they cut in half this way. This is the cross section. Like you cut it. Yeah. So how to find this area of this cross section over here?
I will find the circle first and then the.
So, like you need to find the circle is empty. There's no circle. So it's basically this whole part here, right? This part.
Actually, I remember I did that.
Yeah, but you need to find the circle, right? How you minus out to find the surrounding?
Correct. Okay, so we do step by step first. We find the area of the circle first. So they tell us that. Oh, okay, they never say anything. So what's the area of the circle?
Can you pass this paper?
Yeah, you check your drive. It's inside.
What is my drive?
Your Google Drive.
Send it to your boss.
Pi r square, right? Son?
I don't know.
Pi 20 square. Then later I show you your work. So it's what? 400 pi, right? 400 pi cm square.
Today you're going to do that one with those.
No, I don't say okay. 400 pi cm square. Then how to find the area of the blue color part? Like how to find the area of this whole thing?
I don't know, you cut it into a rectangle and then.
Correct. You cut into a rectangle and a triangle, right?
Wait, there's a two piece right there.
Sorry?
Never mind. I forgot it adds up all together.
So how to find the area?
You find the triangle and the rectangle.
This whole line over here is 80, right? So if I cut this in half, what is it? 40 and then 40, right? So if this is 50, this is 40, what's this?
PT.
Did the question say?
I don't know the question.
The question does say.
Okay, so you might sum it up, I guess.
No, it's just Pythagoras theorem, right?
Yeah.
Because this is square root, right? I mean this is a 90 degree, right? So what's the height?
I don't know.
So 40 square plus height square give me
50 square.
50 square, right? So height square is 50 square minus 40 square, right?
Got 10 square.
Yes, so height square is, no, it's not 10 square, it's not 10.
Oh, you calculate it like
No, this one. So height is square root of 50 square minus 40 square, right? Which you will get 900. You get 900. I mean, sorry, you square root already, so you get 30. Yeah, you get 30 after you square root. So in the end, you get that this is 30. So if the height is 30,
Based on height.
correct, then that means automatically this whole thing here is 50, right? Because here is 30 one. So what's the area of the triangle, the whole triangle? This one. You take half times base, which is 80, times height, which is 30, right? So what's the answer? 40 times 30 is 1200 cm squared. Then what is the area of the rectangle at the bottom? 50 times 80, right? 4,000. You get it? So the final answer is what? To part A, height. You take 4,000 plus 1200 minus away your 400 pi, right? You get it? The final answer should be 3940 cm squared. To 3SF. Let's see for this. Number even easier. Find the volume of the solid. What's the formula for volume of solid? No. This one there's no like formula for this type of figure, right? But what's the no, but you see inside here, right, there is a empty like hole inside all the way. Okay, but the thing is that we already know what's the base area, right? The base area is this, right? Does this figure have a uniform cross section? You know what's uniform cross section? Have, right? Uniform cross section means no matter where I cut, right, I will still get this space over here. So since it has a uniform cross section, the formula for this one, right, is just base area times height. Because it has uniform cross section, you just take the base area multiplied by the height, which is 150. So this is just your 150 multiplied by whatever answer this is. So multiplied by the 39. What's the decimal for this? 391.
I thought you were
43.39 dot dot dot, is it? 36 dot 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 cm cube. So you take the base area times height. Because it's uniform cross section. Then you should get 592,000 cm cube. Yeah. Okay. Base area times height. As long as it has uniform cross section, we can just use it here. Yes. Okay. Next, find the surface area of the solid. This one need me to go through. Surface area of the solid. Don't need, right? Because it's just adding this face to that face, right? Then you plus this rectangle, plus that rectangle, plus this rectangle, plus that rectangle, plus the bottom.
Can you give the answers?
Okay, I give the answer because we still got a lot of questions here. The answer for B is 68700 cm squared. Okay, so for part B, right, I leave you to go and try. It's not quite simple, I just add all the faces. Okay, for C, find the mass of the solid given that density of this is this. How do we find the mass of the solid given that density is this? Density is mass over volume, right? So how to calculate the mass? If I use this formula, if I want to calculate mass, what do I need to do to volume? I need to bring to the other side, right? So therefore density is density times volume equals to mass. Do I have the density already? Given by the question, right? 2.6 gram per cm cube. Do I have the volume already? This one, right? The volume is already what we found already, So you just take your answer from above, the volume, multiply by the density, which is 2.6. and your mass should be 1540000 grams. This is the final answer for this. Okay? Okay, D. Solid is melted to form a cube. What's the formula for cube volume?
Something cute.
Yeah, correct. Length times length times length, right? Because for a cube like that, all the sides are the same. So this is length, 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 right? So length cube is, what's the volume of the cube? It's the same volume, right? 592,000,000, dot, 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 dot. I mean, whatever you found earlier on, right? This value, you put inside here. Therefore, how do you find L? How do you get rid of the cube? You cube root it, right? So L is cube root your answer from above. Dot, dot, dot. The final answer should be 83.9. 83.9 cm. No, cm. Because now we're finding the length. Yeah. Then that's about it for this. Okay, anything you want to clarify for this? Nothing. Okay, next. What's the next question? Oh, okay. This is the statistics one again. This one should be okay, right? Calculate an estimate of the mean height of the students. How do we calculate an estimate of the mean height of the students? All of our data are grouped into classes, right? So what do we need to find? Midpoint value first. So on your
5 cm difference. 5 cm gap.
correct. So your midpoint value 140. 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. That means from this point onwards, I treat all the values as, I treat all these like 23 values as 150, right? So how to calculate the mean height of the students? I need to add everything together, then divide by the number of students, right? So how to add everything together? We take 140 times 2 plus 150 times 23 plus 160 times 7 plus 170 times 2 plus 180 times 1. Right? Add everything together. Then you divide by the number of students, which is 35. So your answer you should get is 153 cm. Estimate. About, 135. Yeah, you should get 135 when you round off. But how do we explain why this is only an estimate? It's only an estimate because we use. Sorry? No. As in, why is this an estimate? Why is this 135 not the exact mean value? It's because. Correct. Yeah, correct. It's because we do not know the exact height of each individual student. Right? That is why it's an estimate, because we don't know the height of each individual student. That's why we use the point value. That's it. Okay, this one. Simple. Next. Same like paper 1, right? This question, stem and leaf. How to calculate the median mark for class 2B? How many students are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Times 20 students. Okay, now 20 students means where's the middle position?
10.
No, it's not 10. This one. The middle position. How to calculate?
Is it the n plus?
20 plus 1 divided by 2. So you get 10.5, right? So how to calculate the 10.5 position? You look at the 10th position plus the 11th position divide by 2. Yeah, so remember it's always n plus 1 divided by 2. So we look at the 10th and the 11th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here. This is 10, this is 11.
Oh, it's 7.
Yes, because you literally take 37 plus 37 divided by 2, right? So in the end it's 37. So that's the answer for here. Now how do we answer BII? Over here. Without doing any other calculations. Actually can comment already, we don't need to calculate anything. One look at this, which class perform better?
Class 2B.
Yes. Why then?
Got people score 50.
Correct. It's because you see that
50 stem don't have any.
majority of students score like 30 and above, right? But for the previous class,
Score 20.
the majority of the students score 30 and below, right? The distribution. So for double I, right, you don't even need to calculate anything. You can just say the answer is class 2B as the distribution of marks is towards 30, not the distribution, majority of the distribution, as the majority of the distribution of marks is towards 30 and more. But class 2A's majority of its distribution is towards 30 and less. Okay, something like this. Like this very broken English already, but that's the idea behind it. Yeah, you still get mark. This one we make sense, can you? Yeah, that's about it. Yes. Okay, next. Oh, quadratic. They say that the volume of the tray. So this is the context is a rectangular cardboard. I cut out the corners, then I fold to form a tray. Volume of the tray. So what is the formula for volume of the tray? For this. The tray is what? Base area times height, right? This is base area times height. What's the base area of the tray? For this context. The base area is, this is the base, right? This is the base. This whole thing is the base. Where's the height of the tray? I cut this out, I cut this out, I cut this out, right? Then I fold upwards. So when I fold upwards, what's the height? What's the height? Like you imagine you fold upwards like that. So the height is where?
I don't know what's up this one.
This one, right?
They're very, very small length.
This is the height, right?
Yeah.
What's the height? The question said a square of side 3 cm is cut out from each corner. So here's 3. Correct. So the height is 3. What's the base area? Like basically what is this entire length here? This whole length. X plus 13, but must minus away 3 and minus 3, right? Because I cut away this part and then I cut away this part. So in the end it's x plus 7. Then for the other length, I cut out this part and then I cut out this part. So that means this whole portion over here is 3x plus 1 minus 3 minus 3, right? So what do you get? 3x minus 5, right? Yes. Because you take 3x plus 1, then you minus 3 man. Yeah. So how to find the volume? We just take base area times height, right? So for A here, the volume is base area times height. So my base area is x plus 7 times 3x minus 5. Right, this is my base area. Then my height is 3. And this whole thing equals to what? 930, right? Given by the question. The whole volume is 930, so equals to 930. Then from here, we just need to expand. Right? Just expand this. How to expand? Sorry? You mean like times inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Times the 3 inside first or open the bracket first? Which one you prefer?
Open the bracket.
Okay, open the bracket first. So open the bracket first. Here and here. So you have 3x squared minus 5x plus 21x minus 45 times 3 is 930. So you bring, after that you can bring the 3 inside, bring inside. So you end up with 9x squared minus 15x plus 63x minus 4, 8, 12. 135 is 930. Then from here you bring the 930 to the other side, right? So you have 9x squared minus 15. 9x squared minus 15x plus 63x minus 135 minus 930 equals to 0. Then you just simplify this equation. 9x squared. You combine the x, what do you get? Minus 15 plus 63 is what? Now you combine this. 53, 48, right? Plus 48x. Minus 135 minus 930 is what? Minus 1065 equals to 0. But they want us to simplify all the way until here. So if they want us to simplify to here, what must we divide to everything? 3, correct. So in your working, right, you show that you take out the 3 from everything first. You factor out the 3, you get this, plus, what's the equation? 16x minus 345 equals 0. You factor out the 3 first. Then after you factor out the 3, right, you divide the 3 to the other side. So you end up with 3x squared plus 16x minus 345 equals to 0. Shown. Then finish. So that is how we kind of get to this point over here. But you can follow the steps, right? For this. Okay. Yeah, that's about it for this. So next part is asking us to solve. Okay, this one solve 2dt again, right? You just press calculator. You 522 Okay. But you must show your working for this. How you show your working is the quadratic formula. Remember? X equals to negative b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a, right? This is your quadratic formula. So in your working, you just need to put in the values accordingly. X equals to negative 16 plus minus square root 16 squared minus 4 times 3 times minus 345 over 2 times 3. Like you just put in all the values. Take note that your C is negative 345. Okay, this one is C. So you just show in your working, you use the formula. Then after that, you punch your calculator. So once you show this, right, you don't need to carry on already. Just show your calculator. You will get 8.38 or x equals to minus 13.72. Okay, now this is the part. Very, very important. Do we reject the answer here or not?
Not yet.
Correct. We don't reject. They just ask us to solve only. So this is our 2 answers. Don't reject it. If you reject this, right, you lose 1 mark already. Because these are the 2 answers. Yeah. Not to reject it. Okay. Then only in part C then we reject. So when you go to part C, right, you can say since x must be positive, comma, x equals to minus 13.72 is rejected. Yeah. Then the question is what? Asking. Find the length of diagonal SQ. Where's SQ? SQ is here, right? Wait. Erase all this.
The diagonal.
How to find SQ? This one. Pythagoras, right? This length here is, just now we found out, is 3x minus 5, right? Then this length over here, just now we found out, is x plus 7, right? Correct? So now that we know what is x, can we put it inside? Now, what's the value of x that we have now? 8.38, right?
Yeah.
So can we put 8.38 inside our triangle now? Can, right? Because now we know what's the value of x, man. We know that this is here is x plus 7, then at the bottom is 3x minus 5, and then this is the unknown that we are trying to find. So we can put in the value of x first. Right? So I sub the value of x into the expression. So x plus 7 is 8.38 plus 7. So it's 15.38 So this is 15.38 Right, then for the bottom is 3 times 8.38 plus, minus 5. Right, so you end up with a certain value. Then how do you use Pythagoras theorem to connect the dots? This square plus this square gives you this square, right? Then after that you solve for the question mark, right? So that's the step from here. Okay, I show you. But can you help me calculate this? What's this value? Okay, I just press. 3 times 8.38 minus 5. Okay, so you should get, here should be, using this value, 20.14 . So by Pythagoras theorem, right here, by Pythagoras theorem, the thing that we're trying to solve for is SQ. So here is S, here is Q. So SQ square is 15.38 square plus 20.14 square. So to find SQ, I just need to plus minus square root the whole thing. 15.38 square plus 20.14 square. So in the end I get... Okay. So in the end you get 25.3 cm or negative 25.3 cm, reject. Then this is to 3SF. Yeah. You can put ...
Why nobody tell me this before?
Serious. Yes. Should be 25.3. You use the exact value or all the way exact? Yeah. All the way exact. Then should be okay. Yeah, all the way exact. If you're working nothing wrong, then should be. You'll get the credit. Okay, Ken, a question? No. Okay, next. Vectors.
Oh no, I want to do this.
Vectors, come. Let's try to do some vectors. Oh, you want me to skip vectors?
I haven't learned.
Got learn lah.
Oh, but that day I think I wasn't in class.
Oh no,
we changed the
just
day.
for one day.
I changed the day. That's why you never learn vectors.
Okay, 6 is vectors. 6A is vectors. 6B is coordinate geometry. This one is not vectors. Only the part A is vectors.
No memory.
But I don't know how to do that.
Can do vectors. Can do vectors.
I'll
Okay.
say no now.
Okay, come. We try to visualize this. They say position vector, right? Position vector means what?
What the hell does that mean?
Means OP. OP is minus 3, 4. OP. Position vector means your starting point is the origin. So it means like, let's say my origin is here, right? Here is O. Then P is negative 3, 4. So like P is here.
These look like bearing.
Here is negative 3, 4. So this direction here, this is OP. Minus 3, 4. Huh?
Is that not bearing?
Bearing? No, it's not.
Miss Aki, bro. It's a ball stand head.
Or just stop?
Then next OQ is 2n, like this. Okay, is it your catch no more for this?
Can we just like not
Go song first.
Oh my god.
Okay, I skip vectors first. I skip first. Okay, we skip some. We do chord job first. But chord job no excuse, this one can do one. Because it's not vectors.
But you know your paper are very wordy. That's my issue.
But it's like that.
No, no. You know right? The teacher give me some mock paper on other school.
Okay, come.
Much more colorful and so nice.
Okay, come, let's try this. These are the things that we have. The gradient of AB is 2/3. How to find the equation of the line? What's the formula?
Shit, y equals mx plus something.
Y equals mx plus c, right? That's one way to do it. What's another way to do it? Do you know? Do you use the other way?
I think you got it.
The other way is the y minus y1 equals
Yeah,
mx minus x1, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I thought.
Okay, which one you prefer?
I think the second one.
The second one.
I remember the second one was easier.
The second one is a lot easier because you just need to put in the things only.
Yeah, that's why.
This one you slightly calculate the c.
But I forgot the formula. That's why.
Yeah. So if you want to use the second one, then you need to remember it. But it's a lot easier. You just need to put in the things only.
You know, I'm sure I haven't even started doing DIS or all the other class I'm doing DIS.
You all should do lah. Go and yourself.
This is supposed to do in the class. They ask us to buy also. Then after that, now you never start.
Waste of my money.
We'll do TYS soon. Okay, so m equals 2/3, right? I mean the question tells m equals to 2/3, the gradient. So how to find the equation of the line? Which coordinate will I use? I want to find equation of AB. So I can use the coordinate of B, right? Because I want to find the equation of line AB, man. Line AB.
Yeah.
So I can use B because it lies on the line.
Yeah.
So I put inside the formula, right? Y minus 7 is 2/3 x minus 5. Right? I put in the coordinates. This is x1, this is y1. Then I expand. So y minus 7 is 2/3 x minus 10/3. So therefore y equals to 2/3 x plus 11/3. Finish. You just bring the 7 to the other side. So that is it for part A. BI. Okay, I just use it. This one,
The 7 fly too.
I plus the 7 to the other side.
Yeah.
So minus 10/3 plus 7. You get this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, why you don't write the open space?
No, right here, then you can see the diagram also. For part I, right, find the area of the triangle. What formula will you use to find?
Area of triangle.
Yeah. Half times base times height, right? They tell you that the y coordinate of A is 1. So what does that mean? It means that this over here is 1, right? Like here is something common 1. Agree? Yes?
I think so.
Yes, it's something common 1. So this triangle, right? Can I say that this whole length over here is the base? Like this whole length over here, I call this the base. And therefore the height is this one. Can see?
But it's not the whole line is the base.
The whole line is the base. This whole thing is the base. Then this is the height. The height. Can say that, right? Because this is 90 degrees one. So what's the length of the base? Here is 7. Yeah, 7, right? And here is minus 2. So the whole thing is how many units?
7 minus -2.
Which is 9 units, right?
That's right.
Right. So because from here to here is 7 units, right? From here to here is 2 units. So the whole base itself is 9 units, right? But how do I find the height? From here to here, what is the how many units? From this line to this line, 5 units, right? But what am I missing? I'm missing this length over here, right? Because I don't know what's the x coordinate here, man. But how do I find what's the x coordinate of A?
I'm not very sure.
How? Sub. Sorry? You can use gradient, that's one way. Correct? Or what's another, like, even more straightforward way? What did we do in the previous question? We found the equation of the line, right? So we found that the equation of this whole line is this, right? And now we got the y coordinate. So how to find the x coordinate? Yeah, correct. You just need to, so for part double I, right, you just need to sub y equals to 1 into this equation. So you get 2/3, 1 equals to 2/3 x minus 11 over 3. Plus 11 over 3. So 1 minus 11 over 3 equals to 2 over 3x. So 3 minus 11, minus 11.
What?
3 minus,
Calculator with you.
you get 8. 3 minus 11. 3 minus 11. Yeah, minus 8.
Why 3 minus 11?
I mean, I say just key this in your calculator. You get minus 8 over 3.
Mean 1 minus
2 over 3x. You just key this in your calculator. So therefore x is minus 8 over 3 divided by 2 over 3, right? So you get minus 4. Do you get this? Like you just sub, that's what I said, you sub the y equals to 1 into the equation. Because now what we want to do is we want to find out what's the x value over here. Which gives me minus 4. So what's the height? I mean, what's the length over here? What's the whole entire height then?
Minus 4 comma something. Comma 1.
Correct. So here is minus 4, comma 1, right? So what's the height of the triangle? This whole thing? 9 units. Because here is 5, and here is another 4, right? So the whole thing is 9 units. So what's the area? The area therefore is half times 9 times 9, right? Because I know the base itself is also 9 units. So in the end it's just half times 81. So you get 40.5 units squared. That's about it. Yes. Triple I, right? What are the ways to do this? How do you prove that two triangles are similar?
I know by combo something.
No. What's the test? What's the different test you can use? You can use AA.
Or angle.
You can use what?
SAS.
SAS. What else?
SSS.
SSS. So what's the easiest way to do this? Triangle ABQ and ABC.
SSS or SAS. No, SAS.
So which way you want to use?
The middle one.
The middle one.
Actually,
The easiest way, right, is to just use the first one. AA. You can use AA.
Angle at where?
So the first angle, right, is this.
90 degree.
No, this one. Because this one is common angle to both. Right, so this one is the first angle. Common angle. The next angle, right, is actually this. These two. These two we can say that they are the same. Why are they the same?
Because
The question tells us that this line is parallel to the y-axis. So if these two lines are parallel, what can you infer about these two angles?
they're the same.
Same. What's the property? The start with C.
Corresponding angle.
Right. Corresponding angle. Right? Where my line of PQ is parallel to BC. So therefore the two angles are the same. Right? So you have two pairs already. The first one is common angle, and then the second one is corresponding angles. AA similarity, then you finish. Okay, any questions? This one? No. Okay, next. 7, cumulative frequency. This one can do?
I think so.
Okay, I think this one we should do because there's a standard deviation inside. Yeah, we should do this.
The first question cut at the 4.
So 80 adults means median is when?
40.
40th adult. Okay, correct. So I just write down the values here. Okay, you all go and see whether you got it. For 7AI, 38 seconds. Then for 7AII is 14 seconds. Q3 minus Q1. Then for B, here is supposed to be 48 seconds. Here, yeah, 48 seconds, right? Need me to go through A? A or you got everything for A already? 20% of the adults took more than n seconds. Means what? How many adults are there? 80 adults, right? So 20 adults, 20% of 80 is what? 20% of 80. Yeah, 20 divided by 100 times 20, 80. So 16. So for the part B, right? Do you read from the bottom or the top?
Top.
Because why do you read from the top?
What is that?
Took
After
more than, correct.
And,
Took more than n seconds, right?
Yeah.
So if 16 more, that means you read from the top, right?
yeah.
So you read 80 minus 16, right? You read from the top, minus 16. You get 64, right? 64, so here. That means here are the 16 adults. So from here you project to your right, then you shoot down. So here you get 48 seconds. Okay? Okay, great. So now we look at part C. Frequency. Oh, this one standard deviation.
Calculator.
Please tell me you know how to press calculator. What's that? You know? You know? You know how to press?
I know the last step.
You know the last step. Then the first few steps.
I don't know the last step.
Oh, you don't know the last step. You are at the page where it says statistics already, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you press OPTN.
I thought I pressed the
Then you must press OPTN after.
I pressed shift and the AC.
Oh, okay. But you know how to press buttons? You know how to press? Okay. Okay, come on, we press together, Come on, I teach you how to press. Okay, I write down the steps on here, okay? Please remember how to press them. You go to your number 1, you press menu. Okay, wait, no. Before that, this question got frequency, right? So if the question got frequency, if there is a frequency, your first step is you press shift setup. So you try shift setup. Then after that, you go down to statistics. So you toggle down to statistics. So you go down, then after that, you press on statistics. You turn your frequency on. Okay, please, you try this. You let me know once you are done with this. Can? Okay. Now brings us to the standard steps. Okay, you go to menu, then you go to statistics. Then you press 1 dash variable. Then you should see a table. Yes? Okay, once you see a table, right? Inside our table, we are going to key all this. But realize that for our table, we cannot key a range, right?
The midpoint.
So instead, we will key the midpoint value. So we need to calculate the midpoint value first in our head. The midpoint value. So here is 10, 30, 50, 70. Right?
What's the last like
Okay, here. 1 dash variable. So your table, right, when you key in your calculator, it should look something like that. Your x and then your frequency, right? Then here you should key 10, 30, 50, 70. Then your frequency just copy from the table. 5, 40, 29, and 6. Just key this. Yeah, I keep 10, 30, 50, 70, 5, 40, 29, 6. Done? Okay, fifth step. Press AC. Okay, when you press AC after that, you should see statistics 1 dash variable on your screen. Right? Do you see it? Okay. Then from here, you want to press OPTN. OPTN, your top left button. Can? And then after that, you want to press 1 dash variable, calculate. So once you do that, you'll see a whole list of values already. Yes? Okay, so standard deviation, right, is this symbol. This one.
not the OX square.
So it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the fifth. The fifth from the top. Yes? So that's your answer. 11.5. 14.5 to HSF. 14.5 seconds. Oops. Okay? Now you know, Okay, great. Last one. Make two comparisons. What are the two bases of comparisons we can make for this?
Standard deviation and mean.
Okay, but the thing is that you look at your earlier portion here, right? What do you calculate in part A? It's always, the clue is always there.
Then just take median IQ.
Yeah, you calculated this and you calculated this, right? Yeah, correct. So that means at the bottom, your two comparisons is based off your median and your IQR also. Okay, so median and IQR. Cannot be mean because we don't even know what's the mean for this one. So we calculate median. We compare the median. This one need me to go through. Higher, you just compare the median, right? Higher median means on average, not on average. Generally, you take longer time, right? Larger IQR means what? If your IQR is bigger, like what does it mean?
The spread is wider.
Okay, so therefore, what's the conclusion?
Bigger amount, I don't know.
Okay, no, IQR, larger IQR,
Larger range.
okay, means your spread is wider, right? Then what's the conclusion? Therefore what? If the spread is wider, therefore,
Less variable.
no, less variable is the opposite.
Much.
That means it's less consistent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, less consistent. So you can say that, because this is the context of adults, right? So you can say that therefore the performance
Inconsistent.
of the adults in solving the two puzzles is less consistent. Or you can say less reliable. We must always link back. So what if the IQR is larger? Then the spread is wider, right? But so what? Therefore, the performance is less reliable. You wouldn't trust this person to go and do it. Yeah, because the performance is so variable. Okay, along that lines, but you must quote value. Okay, as in when you compare, you don't just say this one larger than the other one, you have to quote the value. Yeah, can? Okay, that's it. Next, graph. Okay, this graph. Need me go through? I also cannot go through. This one need draw graph. But you all know draw graph now to plot your points. Okay, right? I think this one should still be okay. Okay, we skip some first. Next, circles. Wow, this one. Properties of circles.
Huh?
No, we skip A first because that one needs sketch graph. This one. How to find? Okay, I use this question to recap with you the different properties of circles. Okay, but before we even answer the questions, right, let's just try to annotate this diagram first. Okay, first thing is that this is the center of the circle, right? Do you agree that this is the radius and this is the radius? So if these two are the radius, what does that make that triangle? Isosceles, right? So if it's an isosceles triangle, what can you infer about this? 47.
LO is also 47.
47 also, right? Because this one, the property is that it's an isosceles triangle. So therefore the base angles of an isosceles triangle are equal. Right? We are just annotating the diagram first. So if that is 47, that is 47, then how do we calculate this? In the middle. You take 180 minus 47, right? So here you get 86. So this 86 is the property of sum of angles in triangle. Okay, you got 86 there. Okay, next property. If this is 86, what does that make this? Correct, 94, right? So what's the property for this one? What's the property name? Correct. Angles on a straight line. But you can also put the word adjacent in front, even better. Adjacent angles on a straight line. Okay, still got some more properties. So this one we go on to our first circle property. Yeah. This 86, right, is formed by this line and this line, right? So on your paper you can label this line first. Oops. You can highlight this line, and then you also can you can highlight this line over here and highlight this line over here. This is the angle at the center. So this is held by M and L over here. Can see? M and L, they hold the line. Do M and L hold the line for another angle at the circumference? Is there any other line that M and L hold that touches the circumference? M and L. Don't have, right? Yeah, don't have. So there's no property actually. I just realized. Okay, wait, never mind. Ignore this. Okay, next, another property. This is the radius of the circle. Do you agree? OH. Do you agree that this is a tangent? What's the meaning of tangent? Tangent on the straight line. Okay, what's the meaning of tangent to begin with? Tangent means
90 degrees.
it's a line that touches the circle only once, right? So if I have a radius here and a tangent here, what does that make this angle? 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So this is another property. This is 90 degrees because tangent is perpendicular to the radius.
Oh, I see.
Yes. Okay? Tangent perpendicular to radius. So if this is 15, this is 90, then how do I calculate this? This one. 180 minus 90 minus 15, right? So this is 75. So this one is your adjacent angles on a straight line. Okay, we just leave it there first. Okay, now we can answer the question. What is MNH? MNH. Now they want this. MNH is this one. How do we calculate MNH? How?
180.
MNH. We know that this is 90. Sorry, that's 94. This is 75. How about this?
75 as well.
No, cannot assume that it's 75 unless the question is. Yeah, we cannot assume that. How? Okay, now you take a step back and then you look at this. Do you see this whole angle over here? Touches the circumference like that. This whole thing. Touches here and touches here. Yes? Do you also see that it also touches here and touches here?
Yeah.
So what shape is this?
Oh, what really?
We have a kite, right? A kite, something like a kite, like that and then like that. I mean like that and then like that, right?
Okay lah.
Something like this, right?
Yeah.
So what's the property for this?
The angle.
These two add up to
180.
180 because
So it's 180 minus 75.
what's the property on them? This is angles in opposite segment.
Oh.
Yeah. Angles in opposite segment. Because we see that we have a kite over there. This is the kite. So to find this remaining degree, I just take 180 minus 47 minus 75. Right, 180 minus 47 minus 75. I get 58. Can see the kite. See this angle, right? Here and here. Then at the same time, from these 2 points, right? They touch here. So that's a kite. Yeah. So to find the answer that we want, which is this one, four-sided figure, how many degrees? 360. So you take 360 minus 58 minus 94 minus 75. So you end up with 133. 133 degrees. Okay, next, MOH. How to calculate MOH? Right, actually we found MOH already, right? MOH is 94. Ma. Then KNH, or we haven't found KNH yet. KNH is not done yet. So how to find KNH? KNH is here. This green part. How to find this green part over here?
180 minus 90 minus 75.
Okay. Wait, sorry, what you say? This one. Oh, wait. Actually, okay. There's a lot of ways to do this, but okay. Do you realize the question gives us 118 over there, but we haven't used it yet, right? So if let's say I use it, right? What's this angle over here? 62. So if this is 62, this is 90. What is this? This one. 180 minus 90 minus 62, right? 28. So I know that this is 28 degrees. Okay, this one is your other property of your circle. Angles in same segment. Okay, so I draw for you to see. In yellow, this angle is formed by this line over here. You see, this line. And this line over here. Agree? This 28 degrees is formed by this line and this line. Which means that it's held by H and held by K. H and K form 28 degrees. Do you see that H and K, right? They also form this angle over here. This green color angle. You see the yellow color thing that I traced out, right? Is your butterfly. Your ribbon. Your ribbon. Angles in the same segment. So therefore, this one is the same as this. That means this one is also 28 degrees. They are your angles in your same segment. Angles in your same segment. This one. MH and LI. MH and LI are parallel lines. How do we know whether MH and LI are parallel lines? Sorry? Well, I mean, I haven't do B yet. But how do we prove that they are parallel lines? MH and LI are parallel lines. So how do we explain whether this one and this whole thing is parallel? Both are touching the radius. MH and LI. MH and LI. Actually, if let's say two lines are parallel, right? Let's say like that, like that, like that. If these two are parallel, what will this and this add up to become? 180, right? What's the property? Interior angles, right? Correct? Interior angles. So now we look at the two angles over here. This angle and this angle. Like we look at the two interior angles over here. When we add up these two, right? What do we get? We take 58 plus 47 plus, what's the value of 1? Plus 47 plus 28. So when you add up these angles, right? 58, 47, 47, 28. When you add up these four, 8 plus 47 plus 47 plus 28, you actually end up with 180. So since they add up to 180, what can you infer about this? These two lines. Since the interior angles here and here add up to 180.
They are parallel.
They are parallel. So the answer is they are parallel because their interior angles add up to 180. So therefore parallel as the interior angles add up to 180 degrees. Is your brain fried already? Okay. Okay. Then the last question I go through first thing next lesson. Okay. This one. You not sure fry your brain. You see this one. Sure fry your brain. Yeah. Okay. So this one we do first thing next lesson. Okay. Then in the meantime, right, you all can start your homework. This one. My sec 1 final year paper. So it's just a recap of all your sum concept, which is like this all the algebra thing. Oh.
my god.
Wait, it's because the interior angles, right? Like this angle here and this angle here, they all add up to 180. So since they add up to 180, right? You recall your two parallel lines. If add up to 180 means they are parallel. Yeah. So you just need to show that these add up to 180. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the debrief, and if you have any questions, do leave them in the YouTube comment section below. And if you have any recommendations, let me know in the YouTube comment section below as well. And if you are looking to get more help in your math journey, if you're struggling with it right now, if you want to attend my physical classes at my Deviation Center, just WhatsApp the number on the screen above. Alternatively, if you'd like to get access to our online library, 24/7 online library, where we mark your papers and get access to all of our video lessons online without having to travel down to the center itself, then watch this video next to find out more information about how you can get your hands on it. So if you're still struggling with your basic EMath concepts, or you already understand your basic EMath concepts, but you want more practice questions, more examples of the type of questions that usually come out in your exam, what I've done is that over the past 3 years, ever since I started tutoring, I have been creating this huge resource called the Library of A1 Math Academy, where I literally reteach you the entire syllabus from scratch, and not only that, but I expose you to all the different type of questions that can come out for every single chapter and give you the solution to every single question. So for example, if we take a look at this one EMath chapter in Sec 3 called Indices, right? I literally filmed every single chapter from Sec 1 to Sec 4, right? So the whole entire syllabus. And if we go under syllabus over here, you see that I have broken down every chapter into 4 modular portions. So the first one is where you can download all of my handwritten notes, my solutions. You can just click on the PDF and download it. The second portion will actually bring you to the part where I reteach you the entire chapter from scratch, starting with all of the basic fundamental concepts. So if you just click on any fundamental concept, let's say the idea of laws of indices, right? Under the laws of indices over here, there's quite a few laws, right? I go into each law very, very in depth, as you can see on the screen over here. Every single law, I list it down for you nicely, and I make sure to go super in depth to show you how it's actually being applied. Not only that, but I also go through all the usual exam questions that you will see, right? So for example, if we click on just here, right, the first question type, I give a video solution to every single question, and you can see I also give the PDF answer to every single question, right? So when you get your hands on this resource, you are really getting the full support, the full fledged of resources to support you throughout your whole EMath journey and to help you score the A1, even if you don't attend my classes physically in person. So if you'd like more information about this library and how you can get your hands on it, just WhatsApp the number on the screen over here, and I'll send you more details over there. And I look forward to seeing you on WhatsApp over here.